Hey, Knicks Nation. I hope you're enjoying your weekend. Today is Sunday. It's the 10th day of September, believe it or not, 2023. And FIBA is winding up today. Welcome and greetings to Knicks Nation. Michael Drake, my brother Organic Fanatics, Tony Tippins, and Jose Vasquez, Seeker. My man, how y'all doing? I hope everybody's enjoying your weekend and that everybody in your family is safe and sound and healthy, and that the needs of you and your family are being met today. Welcome, George Thomas, Politically Not Correct, Larry Wallace, Miss Sister Felicia Lee, Lizzie Flex, Zay the Mayor 225. Welcome to all of y'all. Again, I hope you're all enjoying your weekend this weekend. The only DM Dawson, what's up? Yes, so well, here we are. Hey, Coach Rubens, Jay Cruz, Mr. William, what's up, y'all? Here we are, man. We are at the end of FIBA, and first of all, King, I got more. King Imbert, welcome, salute. Andrew Ken, what's up? How you doing? Man, all right. So, first of all, I consider this a victory. What do I mean when I say the FIBA was a victory for the New York Knicks? Well, the first thing, Brett, and the most important thing that we must consider when you have a situation like this is that nobody got hurt. That's the most important thing. So Brunson, Hart, and RJ went through FIBA, come out of FIBA, nobody got hurt. That's the victory right there. Because apparently Luka, injured some nagging injury when he should have really sat, and has some nagging injury on his leg, and it may affect him coming into the season. You understand? So that's the first victory. Actually, to be quite honest about it, I think y'all know I didn't want none of these guys to play. I didn't want none of them playing in FIBA. Okay, I know they're grown men; they do what they do. So I just made the best of it. But I didn't want none of them playing in FIBA. I would have rather them all be working out in the gym somewhere, together, getting ready for this season. But they played FIBA. Okay, great. So they played the FIBA. Nobody got hurt. That right there is a victory. That's a victory right there. So I'm glad for that, right? Also, just as a side note, but I like. Well, first of all, look, Charlie Brown. Y'all remember Charlie Brown? Y'all remember Charlie Brown from Summer League? Y'all remember Charlie Brown? They got him from Philly. He's from Philly, but he played for the Sixers. Y'all remember Charlie Brown? So Charlie Brown gets an Exhibit 10A deal. Of all of the guys, to be quite honest, when I'm looking at the guys that they have on the fringes, so we're talking about Dylan Windler, Nathan Wright, who are both on two-way deals. Those are really the only two. I mean, I think my man Daquan Jeffries is solidly on the roster. I'm not sure about Dwayne Washington Jr. But Daquan Jeffries, I'm hoping he's on the roster. But the two guys that really stood out in the Summer League, to me, earned their right to be on the Knicks, or at least to get a shot at it, is Charlie Brown and Daquan Jeffries. I mean, wouldn't you agree? I mean, when you're looking at the Summer League, there wasn't much to this Summer League this year. Really wasn't. Wasn't much to this Summer League at all. But the two dudes that, to me, fought hard, hustled, trying to get... See, listen, man. I mean, really and truly, the average person in America makes about $60,000 a year. That's actually the average household in America. Of 100 million households in America, the average household brings in about 60K. Okay, that's real. That's what people, that's the median household income. Okay, that's the median household income in America. That's real. Okay, so if you get an opportunity to sign even a minimum NBA contract. Okay, if you get an opportunity to sign $1 million, $2 million NBA contract and get that contract guaranteed for even a season, in that 1 year after taxes, you've made what most families make in about 12 years, right? So you see cats fighting for them spots because it's life changing. Okay, it's life changing. So if you could get like Jericho Sims, he's the 60th player picked. He's the 60th player picked, right? So he gets a two-way deal. And then eventually he signs a 3-year, $6 million deal. Now, compared to like, all right, you take a guy like a James Harden, $6 million, that's probably what he gets in a week, right? I mean, seriously, right? That's probably what he gets in a week. But for a guy, for a human being in the United States of America to get $6 million, which means after taxes, you got $3 million. That's more wealth than people that work all their lives in the United States and retire at 65. They don't have that. Okay, that's 1% wealth of top 1%. So for a guy like Charlie Brown to be getting this shot, it's big time to me because that's what I'm talking about. See, a lot of people look at these things, they look at a Charlie Brown, or they look at last year was what was the kid's name from Duke? I forgot the boy's name, but they look at these guys and they think they could break the rotation. I mean, that's not even like realistic. Okay, that's not, you're talking about, well, this guy, man, he might make the rotation. What was that cat's name from Duke that played this summer? Keel, yeah. Or he might make the rotation. He might be one of the 3 men. Some people just get carried away. Really. We're totally carried away. There was no way that guy was even an NBA player. Okay. Well, I was hoping he could develop into the NBA player. Same thing with this young kid they got this summer, like 18, 19 years old. He's not an NBA player, but we're hoping he can become one. But a grown man like a Charlie Brown, 26 years old, been grinding, trying to get his piece. Jalen Martin, right, Coach Hauser, that's right. So you're trying to get a guy like this, man, you want him to get, if he could just get a contract, that's great. Never mind, he'll never play. We're not talking about him becoming a superstar, but can he get the contract? Can he get his little money? Can he take care of his little family? Can he do that? That's what we're talking about, right? And to be quite honest with you, y'all tell me what you think. But between Dylan Windler, who's had a contract in the NBA, Nathan Knight, who's had a couple contracts in the NBA, and have flushed out, have not fulfilled their potential. Whatever you want to say about them, people are already talking about Nathan Knight's going to be the backup power forward. Some of y'all really need to stop drinking that Mad Dog 2020. For real. Y'all need to stop drinking that, that Thunderbird. Get off that stuff, man, because it's causing your brain cells to get all jacked up. So that's not, that's not going to work. No. But these two cats, Dylan Windler and Nathan Knight, they've been in the league. Okay? They've been in the league. Windler's problem is he's never available. Windler could play. I like Windler's game, but he's a tease because he's never available. That's the problem with him. See, he's on the injured list more than not, and he's not good enough to wait for off the injured list. That's why he's now on a two-way deal. Okay, I have to tell you, I'm really if you're talking about Charlie Brown, if you're talking about Dylan Windler, and you're talking about Nathan Knight, I'm rooting for Nathan Knight. Sorry. Back that up. I'm rooting for Charlie Brown. If you talk about Nathan Knight, Dylan Windler, and Charlie Brown, I'm rooting for Charlie Brown. I want to see Charlie Brown get this contract, man. I want to see him get his contract. Send them other cats to Europe somewhere. Let them cats play in Beijing somewhere. You know what I'm saying? They had their chance. Windler's always hurt. And Nathan is 6'10" of promise, but nothing coming of it. That's why he's here. The Knicks didn't sign these dudes because they stars. This is like their last chance. You understand? This is real. So I'd like to see Charlie Brown go off. I think him and Daquan could rock the G League and do their thing, man. I would like to see them get this little contract. Now, I think if I'm not mistaken, Daquan got his money, right? Daquan got his money. I think, yeah, Daquan got 2 million. See, this is what I'm talking about. Daquan got 2 million. Daquan got 2 million. See, he makes the team. He's got 2 million. That's life changing, y'all. And I think this is his second year getting some money like that. He was like 1.8 last year. So, you know, I'm always rooting for guys like that because that's how I think. I think in terms of dudes that's trying to scrape to get that contract so that they can set up themselves for, you know, they're not going to be, like I said, they're not going to get money like 100 million or 200 million. But that $1 million, let me ask you, after taxes, if you were to get 2 years, $4 million, and after taxes, $2 million, would you take that? Would that change the life of, would that change your life? Would that really like do something for your family? You understand what I'm saying? If you got 2 million after taxes, now you already paid taxes, somebody deposited 2 million in your account. Is that going to do something for you? See, that's what these cats are dealing with. That's what they're dealing with. Okay. So, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm saying. Well, even if you don't get to play, if all you could do is put on the uniform and sit on the bench, and after 2 seasons, you have collected after taxes $2 million and you're done. That's it. You're done. You telling me that's not going to change your life? Of course it is. Of course it is, man. Of course it is. So that's what I'm saying. So that's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about situation where guys are getting a chance to change their life, man. Really, a chance to do something that, you know, most average people would never be able to do. You understand? So that's what we're talking about. But let's say like a guy like a Taj Gibson. Okay, Taj Gibson's 38 years old. Be a nice story. You know, he's from New York. He's from Brooklyn. He's a big time contributor to the community. Big time contributor to the community. But let me ask you a question. Has Taj got his money? Can we be honest? Has Taj got his shot in the NBA? Has Taj had his career? Has Taj been able to do some things? Yes. So Taj, I would guess, and I haven't looked at his money, but I'm telling you, over his career, which is probably at least, I would say 15 years, I'm being conservative, I would say Taj has earned after taxes at least $20, $30 million. See, in that scenario, the way I look at it, I'd rather see Charlie Brown get his shot. I'd rather them not even sign Taj. Why are we going to sign Taj for? Why? Because y'all just like it? These dudes are trying to eat, man. These cats trying to eat. Right? I mean, I'm saying? Charlie Brown are trying to eat. Taj already ate. Taj got his. He already got his. So I love Taj. Taj is from Brooklyn. Taj is from Fort Greene. Taj is Taj has got his money. Taj has got his career. So you know what? I say I want Charlie Brown on that 15th spot. Love Taj, but you know what? Go do your thing, bro. You done already made your money. You done already made yours. That's why people pining for Carmelo Anthony to get a. What the hell? Carmelo's made $200, $300 million. He got his. What y'all still trying to take away a Charlie Brown spot, a Daquan Jeffrey spot because you got wet dreams about 26-year-old Carmelo when he's done. Come on, man. Stop it. That's over. I mean, that's over. Taj 38. Hey, look. If Taj wanted to be a coach, I'd be like, bring him. If Taj wanted to be a coach now, if you bring Taj in and he wants to be a big man coach, oh man, bring him in. Definitely bring him in. Okay, bring him in if Taj wants to be a coach. But you trying to talk about signing him to a contract when you got 15 spots and everybody's trying to get food, man. Everybody trying to eat here. Okay? And listen, let me ask you a question. Let's think about this. You got a cousin. Your cousin is Charlie Brown. Okay, you know your cousin been trying to get in. He's trying to get his contract. You know, so what you doing? You saying, nah, forget it, man. Go to China, man. You ain't gonna make it. Forget your dream. Is that what you trying to say to Charlie? Because let's say your cousin was Taj Gibson. What, you think he needs to get another contract? No, I don't think so, Coach Hauser, because the Miami Heat has never traded Udonis Haslem. He's never traded. They never traded him. They already got, like, I'll put it this way. Right now in the New York Knicks organization, right? We got Allen Houston's in the Knicks organization. Latrell Sprewell is in the Knicks organization. Larry Johnson is in the Knicks organization, right? John Starks is in the Knicks organization. That's how the Knicks are doing it. They bring the former players back, but they're in front office coaching positions. Okay. Now Miami, what has them on the roster, that's a whole different thing. You can't just, that don't happen, man. That don't happen, man. But if you want to bring Taj back, as a coach, oh yeah. And I think, what do y'all think? I don't think Dolan would have any problem with that. What do y'all think? I don't think Dolan would have a problem with that. I don't think Tiz would have a problem with that. I don't think nobody in the organization, if they said, let's bring Taj in as a coach, a big man coach, come on now, that would be tremendous. I would love that. But I don't want him taking somebody's spot that's trying to eat. To me, they did the right thing. They signed Charlie to an Exhibit 10 contract. Okay? They signed. Taj might not be. That's why he played in Washington last year. See, the Knicks weren't trying to sign Taj to play last year. So he went to the Wizards and he played. Okay. So if he still wants to play, he can probably catch on with a team if that's what he wants. But we talking about the New York Knicks right now. We don't need that right now. So I would rather see these three young men, Windler, Knight, and Brown, fight for that last spot. That's what I want to see. You want to talk about something that's exciting. Windler, Brown, and Knight fighting for that last spot. And that's what Exhibit 10, Exhibit 10 is. It's, you fighting for a spot. You're getting a chance to fight for a position. There's one spot open. Right? Am I right? They got 14 dudes. They need another spot. They got one spot open, and they got 3 dudes that's going to fight for it. I like that. I like that. Coming to camp ready to play. That means when they come to camp, each of them are going to be playing like it's the last game of their life, every practice. That's real. Okay? Now that's real right there. That's real right there. So, yeah. Yeah. So, that's, I think, I'm not even, we're not even, see, that's what I'm saying. I'm not even, and I agree with Coach House. I'm not even on the tip where we talking about rotation. I mean, we're not talking about rotation. Some of y'all think some of these guys are rotation guys. Really, y'all need to stop drinking. That y'all need to stop that. Oh no, that oh no is stronger than you think. Okay, that oh no is stronger than you think. They call it malt liquor for a reason. You need to slow down on that oh no, because Yeah, St. Ides, right? You stuck on St. Ides Island, and you dreaming that Holly Berry's there, and she's not. It's just you and St. Ides. You know what I mean? So you need to get off that. None of these cats are gonna be in the rotation. Come on, man. Let's be real now. If they was that good, they wouldn't be on 2-way contracts or 10 Exhibit A contracts. They'd be real contracts. You know what I'm saying? So let's not get carried away. But I'm just hoping on the human element. You know what I mean? I'm looking at on the human element that these cats could get a contract and take care of themselves, eat a little bit. You know what I mean? Eat a little bit, get a little $2-3 million, and then now say, I was in the league. You know what I mean? That's what we're talking about. Okay, that's what we're talking about. So you're really important. So I'm rooting for Charlie Brown, y'all. I'm pulling for Taliban. I ain't trying to go get. I've heard cats talk about. Oh my God, what was the? I can't even tell you. They go talk about Bogdanovich. Go sign this one. Go sign that one. Some of y'all really need to leave that 5-finger lady alone, man, and stop wet dreaming for real. Y'all need to leave the 5-finger lady alone. We good in terms of rotation. We good. We don't need to add nobody else because there's nobody in the 9-man rotation that I'm going to replace with somebody that we could sign. You understand? So some of y'all need to stop tripping. We don't need to be looking for no more players. You don't need to be scouting now. No. We need to be taking care of our own guys. We got our 9 dudes. We good. See, and this is the thing. I wanted to bring this up too. Listen here, y'all. Every of the 30 NBA teams, okay? Of the 30 NBA teams, okay? Not one of them are without weaknesses. Do you understand? Of the 30 NBA teams, not one of them are without weakness. Every NBA team has a weakness. Case in point, the Milwaukee Bucks. Giannis hurts his back in the first round. Everybody else could play. Giannis hurts his back in the first round, and Milwaukee's eliminated in round 1. You understand? Why? Because Giannis was the weakness. Giannis is the greatest strength, but an injury to him is the weakness. You cannot, no team can cover all weaknesses. That's the excitement of the league. No team can cover all weaknesses. Some of y'all seem to think that every single weakness on the Knicks can be back covered. But you need a backup 4 behind Randall. No, you don't. You're not going to get it. You're not going to get it. Because of how Randall plays and because the Knicks are very happy with Hart and RJ. You may not be happy, but you don't sign the checks. That's what some of y'all need to realize. You're not paid to scout. You're not paid to sign nobody's checks. The Knicks have professional people that look out for these things, and they have decided, not me, not you, not Ian Begley, they have decided they like Josh Hart and they like RJ Barrett backing up Julius Randle. So for people to keep knocking their heads up against a brick wall, we need a backup 4. Please sign a backup 4. We need somebody. Go get somebody. It's like, please, some of y'all, they still selling Thunderbird? Because some of y'all must be drinking. They still selling Thunderbird? Ernest and Julio Gallo still selling Thunderbird? Because some of y'all must be drinking. Got it. Okay? Yeah, right. Christian Wood is going to get some minutes because they got the wheelchair and the gauze ready for our boy. They got the wheelchair and the gauze ready for Anthony Ambulance. They got it ready. So whoever's backing up that brother is going to get minutes. There's no doubt. Whoever backing up that brother is going to get minutes. But some of y'all are a little bit confused. Notice the contract they signed Christian Wood for. How much was it? Now, again, in relative terms, Christian Wood, I think he just came off a $30 million deal. And now he goes down to a $6 million deal. Why? Is he because he's an all-star? Is it because he's the next coming of the all-stars? How did he go down from 30 to 6 million? How did that happen? Did somebody make a mistake on his value? See, that's what I'm saying. Players get signed for the maximum market value. If he was worth more than 6 million, somebody would have signed him for more than 6 million. You understand? What did the Knicks just sign Joshua Hart for? How much was his value? How much did he get? He got guaranteed $58 million over 3 years. So Hart is worth market value $58 million. Christian Wood is worth $6 million. So I don't understand why people think we're supposed to go get Christian Wood. Come on, y'all. Come on now. Come on now. Let's wake up. See? Now, speaking of Josh Hart, I got another name for Josh Hart. What y'all think? He reminds me of a guy that used to play baseball. And he played baseball with a certain style and flair. He was blackballed. Many think he should have been blackballed. But you cannot deny his production and talent. You know who I'm talking about? I'm talking about a guy that used to play baseball and they called him Charlie Hustle. Y'all remember that guy? He used to play for the Cincinnati Reds and then he went and played for the Phillies. He used to be Charlie Hustle. And what he used to do, he wouldn't hit a whole lot of home runs. No, he wouldn't hit a lot of home runs. But homie was a winner. Homie played the game, every game, like it was his last. He was a winner. Pete Rose, that's right. Now, he messed up. He was gambling on baseball, got caught up in the gambling game, unfortunately. Got bit by that snake, unfortunately. But nobody can deny he's an all-time great, and he was rightly named Charlie Hustle. Well, we got basketball's latest version of Charlie Hustle. There's been Charlie Hustles in the NBA. A lot of Charlie Hustles in the NBA. Y'all remember Norm Van Leer? I know some of y'all don't even know who that is. Norm Van Leer was Charlie Hustle. He was. John Havlicek was Charlie Hustle. Ron Lee used to play for the Phoenix Suns, Charlie Hustle. There've been Charlie Hustle. Yeah, Norm Van Leer, man, him with Chet Walker, Butterbean Bob Love. Yeah, Norm Van Leer was Charlie Hustle. And they had this dude that later became a great coach. He ended up coaching in Utah, Jerry Sloan, roughneck. But Norm Van Leer was Charlie Hustle. So was Ron, that played. Yeah, what's his name? Ron Lee played for Phoenix, Charlie Hustle. The greatest Charlie Hustle was John Havlicek, All-Star, All-NBA champion, Hall of Famer, John Havlicek. But Hondo. But so NBA has a lot of guys, Charlie Hustle. Dennis Rodman, I think we could say he was Charlie Hustle. Can we say that? Dennis Rodman was Charlie Hustle. Didn't score a lot, but did he help you win? Boy, got 6 rings. Did something. Or is it 5? I lost count. 5 or 6. So he knew how to win. Right? Well, the New York Knicks have Charlie Hustle. You got 5, Joe Curry? Okay, yeah, you got 2 with Detroit and 3 with Chicago, right? Yeah, you got 5. Ginobili, yes, another one, right? So we got now our Charlie Hustle. That is Joshua Hart. He's Charlie Hustle for us. Now, the thing is, I like about what happened for him in Nate Archibald wasn't really Charlie Hustle. Nate Archibald was a great ball player. I think he's the only player in NBA history to lead the league in assists and scoring in the same year. Averaged like 35 a game and like 12 assists or some craziness. Yeah, well, Tiny was, a bad dude from the Bronx, but he wasn't Charlie Hustle. John Starks is more like that grinder type. John Starks was a grinder, a tough. He belonged in New York, right? Well, we got another one now. Josh Hart. No, it was Tiny. Tiny was with the KC Omaha Kings. They were a terrible team, and he led the league in both assists and scoring in the same season. Only guy ever to do that. But back to Charlie Hustle. Josh Hart is our Charlie Hustle. And in FIBA, see, Josh Hart is not the dude that you expect to lead your team to a championship. But he's a very valuable championship piece. Y'all hear what I'm saying? Like, he's not going to be the superstar Giannis or the Joker to lead you to the chip. But he's that dude that will help put the nails in the coffin. He will set it up. That's what I'm saying. Okay. I like that, Michael Drake. I ain't going to argue with you on that one. I think, to be quite honest with you, Andrew Kim, to say Stockton was Charlie Hustle is kind of like putting Stockton down. Stockton was better than Charlie Hustle. Stockton was really good, man. Stockton was really, really good. Okay, I mean, but Charlie Hustles don't even start sometimes. Sometimes they don't even start. Sometimes they come off the bench. But I tell you what, whenever they come on the court, you know they're there. You know they're there. They make an impact. You understand what I'm saying? They make an impact no matter what position you put them in. So that's Josh Hart. He's not the superstar, although there's games where he could come off strong and do something for you. But you're going to know he's there. He's going to dive on the floor. He's going to get a rebound. He's going to get an offensive board. He's going to make a stop. He's going to make a steal. He's going to drive hard to the hole. In fact, you're never going to accuse him of loafing, right? Am I right? You're never going to catch Josh Hart loafing. You're never going to catch him doing the Evan Fournier defense, the wave. Not Josh Hart. Not Josh Hart. Yeah, he's going to make you know he's on the court, okay? Sometimes it's bad when he acts too much, but that's what I'm saying. So in FIBA, he played that role. He still played that role, right? He played that role. He wasn't going to win the games for you, but you knew he was out there when he went out there, right? And look, comes again. Let's stress this part. He comes out of FIBA. He's not hurt, and so he got some good experience. He got some good work. What's up, y'all? Jay from Washington Heights, Coach Hauser, superstar, my brother. Just want to say hello, Joe Curry. Don't think I properly greeted you. Anthony the Caesar. Did I miss anybody? I think I caught all y'all. But so he didn't get hurt. He got some good running. Didn't get too much where he's going to be overworked, right? And he should be coming into camp ready for Freddie. And yeah, so I'm very happy with what we got with Josh Hart and Charlie Hustle, my man. I'm good with that. We good. See, that's what I'm saying. The problem will be, and some people have already said this, and again, there's better wines than Mad Dog 2020. Believe me, I drank Mad Dog 2020 when I was a teenager. That's when you wanted to get lit up. You really wasn't trying to enjoy the wine. You understand? You're trying to get lit up. You don't want to mess with that, though. Too many headaches, too many, bad mornings, you don't. So leave the Mad Dog 2020. Get something smoother, like get some tawny port. Get some tawny port. Cost like $30, $50, but it's smoother. It's more like refined. Because some people was talking about Josh Hart should start at the 2. And I'm like, what is wrong with you? Josh Hart is not a starter. He's not a starter. Salute HB Carlos. Salute, brother, from Portugal. Yeah, now he's not a starter. He's a bench piece. He's your Charlie Hustle. Don't put him out of place trying to make him a starter when he's not. See, the hatred, I could feel. Some of the hatred, not everybody now. I wouldn't even say it's the majority. I would say there's a small contingent of delusional dudes that be drinking that Wild Irish Rose and shooting dice and talking all this, playing dominoes and talking all this smack, that hate Quentin Grimes and at all costs will want to see anybody starting over him at the 2. You know what? I wouldn't even recommend rehab for y'all. I would just say, try your best to not look too stupid. But Josh Hart is not a star. That's not him. Don't try to make it him. It's not him. Okay? It's not him. In fact, if you had to compare, in fact, we did the stats. Hart is not very successful as a starter. We did the stats. Y'all remember that? We did the stats. I ain't going to look for them now, but I got notes. If you're going to have a starter that's not one of the 5 now, it would be probably either IQ or Dante, right? IQ has already shown he could start. IQ has done work as a starter. I mean, we've already seen it. IQ has done work as a starter. And of course, Dante has been a little bit more successful as a starter when times he had to start than Josh Hart had. So if you want to talk about that, you might want one of those 2 guys coming out. If, somebody gets hurt. Hopefully it never happens. Okay. Well, this is the thing. D Coolest, I got to be honest about it. Love R.J. Barrett. Matter of fact, we're going to talk about him. I call him nail in the coffin because that's what boy does. Broadway Barrett puts the nail in the coffin. Broadway Barrett will show up, okay? He just will. But the problem with RJ is this. He's like, somebody that you love so much that there's a thin line between love and hate. You understand what I'm saying, D. Coolest? There's a thin line sometimes between love and hate. You can absolutely love somebody and they can make you so mad, you'd be ready to strangle them in 5 minutes. You ever know anybody like that? Usually it's your family, right? It could be your mama, your daddy, your brother, your sister, your wife, your woman, your husband, if you're whatever. But I'm saying that person that you love so much, they can get you to flip. They can get you to love them and hate them in 5 minutes. That's RJ. Because he can be so maddeningly inconsistent sometimes. You want to rip your hair out. You see him throw the ball away and you be like, what the hell? What are you doing? And at the same time, he charges to the basket when you need a basket and finishes over somebody with a foul. And you be like, oh, shoo. That's RJ. And so some people get stuck on the hate side and don't remember that he can become Broadway Barrett when you need him. You understand? He can become Broadway Barrett. So you got to try to be balanced with RJ. And remember, he's a youngin'. He's still 23. So, you're going to have to be balanced with him. One side, he's going to give you the thrills. And one side, he's going to want to give you the kills. Right? So that's how it is. So with Broadway Barrett, that's what I'm saying. I, myself, want to see Grimes get some more light, some more touches, because not just, I do feel, I ain't going to be friends with you, I feel like Grimes is the better basketball player than RJ. I'm just saying. But, and this is another thing with regard to that. I can understand some people's logic when they say RJ was picked 3rd overall. Grimes was picked 25th. How you saying, Grimes is better? Let me explain. There are players that mature earlier than other players. There are players that mature to a certain level real fast and other players don't, and then other players pass them. I'll give you an example. I have a brother. My little brother. When he was in 7th grade, he was already 6'1", had a full beard when he was in 7th grade. They thought he was a teacher. A lot of times people thought he was a teacher. He would act like he was because he looked so grown. He was only 12 years old. So when he got to be 13, he was bigger and stronger than most of the kids. He averaged over 40 points a game in junior high school. Averaged over 40, averaged like 45 or something like that. He would have multiple 50-point games in junior high school. But by the time he got to 10th grade, he was still 6'1". He didn't grow at all. So everybody else started growing above him that was shorter than him in 8th grade. By the time he got to 10th grade, he was still 6'1", but people was now bigger and stronger, faster than him, you see. So he didn't average 46 anymore. That's RJ. RJ grew quick, grew big, more skilled than most kids his age, okay? Quentin grew later. So when you get to the pros and you start to see the skill levels, some kids develop faster, some kids don't. Quentin has developed a game that's now past RJ. Okay, he's a better shooter. He's a better rebounder. He's a better passer. He goes off the dribble, and daggone, he's a way better defender. See, that's why I say Quentin Grimes is the better basketball player. I'm not trying to say RJ stink. I'm just telling you, this is the way it is. Okay. So I'd like to see Quentin get some more touches, because actually that will help RJ. If Quentin becomes more of a threat because he's getting more touches, if you let RJ get an opening now, he's going to kill you. If you just letting him shoot, spot up, shoot, he may not, he may or he may not, depending on how, does he have his Ray Charles glasses on today? That depends. But if you let Quentin get in there and you let RJ get, a one-on-one situation with somebody, oh yeah, he's gonna look really good there. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna look really good there. Okay. Yeah, RJ went in the league after 1 year of college. Yes, But still, Quentin went in the league after his third year, I think 3 years in college. Okay. But what the key thing is that we got to talk about is where are they right now? They're the same age. Where are they skill level wise? Skill level wise. NBA, the league, skill level wise. The 400 greatest players in the world. Where are these two guys? Well, Quentin Grimes is better defensively, better offensively, better 3-level scorer, better playmaker. He's just a better basketball player, period, than RJ Barrett. And again, I'm not trying to knock RJ Barrett. I'm just telling you, Quentin's the better ball player. So if we can get Quentin some more touches, some more plays, some more things, you're opening up RJ's opportunities. Okay, you're opening up RJ's opportunities if you do that. Okay, so that's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. It's like when we got Brunson, right? We got Brunson. What did that do for Randall? Did not the acquisition of Jalen Brunson open up more opportunities for Julius Randle? Just the fact that you can't just double Julius blindly and not expect Brunson to kill you. See what I'm saying? So just having Jalen Brunson and he's now the number one option, he's bringing up the ball. You can't just double Randle. Okay? You just can't double him. Okay? So, yeah, is what it is. Yeah, we could talk about systems and there are players that fit better in better systems. Deco. Yeah, sure. But the system is not going to change. It is what it is. See, that's another one. People be beating their heads at the wall. Tim's got to do this and Tim's got to do that. All you wake, believe, wannabe coaches need to stop drinking that hard stuff. Tibbs is the coach. We are not. Tibbs has more experience in his little finger than all of us combined in the NBA. That's just the real of it. Okay, he got more experience in his pinky than all of us. He's forgotten more about NBA basketball than you and I will ever know. Okay, so yeah, RJ is in Tibbs' system. So RJ has got to adapt to Tibbs' system, which we all know. I think we all agree. I can say this. Tell me if I'm wrong, but RJ needs a consistent 3-point jumper, right? He needs to be able to finish in the mid-range better. Correct? Am I right? Is that correct? Okay. He needs to finish in the mid-range. Right? Little floater in the lane. Needs to finish that. Nice, consistent 40% from three. We can do that. Okay. Defensively, he needs to be more aware. Not get beat backdoor. Am I lying? Is that correct? No, that's not Tibbs' system. That's RJ needs to improve in these areas. You know why? Because in Tibbs' system, RJ gets a whole bunch of mid-range shots. Does he not? Does he not? He gets a whole bunch of mid-range shots. He gets a whole bunch of spot-up three opportunities. Does he not? So we can't say it's Tibbs' system. Tibbs' system don't cause him to put on Ray Charles glasses. That's right. And he needs to consistently hit free throws. Tibbs' system don't cause him to get beat backdoor. That's not Tibbs' system. Now, if you want to say, well, Tibbs opened up the system, he had more open floor opportunities, maybe. Yeah, maybe he would, but he doesn't. So he's got to improve in these areas. Okay, he's got to improve in these areas. That's all. He's got to improve in these areas. It's not Tibbs' system that caused him to get beat backdoor or to put on Ray Charles glasses and go 1 for 10 from three or not finish in the lane on a floater. That's not Tibbs' system. That's him not doing it. Right? And we can't say he's not getting opportunities in minutes because homie he's on top 10 in the league in minutes. He's getting chances. Come on. See, some guy said, all this slander about RJ. Hey, listen, man. Let's be balanced. Like I said, I call the boy Broadway Barrett. I call him Broadway Barrett because I know he can show up in a big game. But at the same time, he still has flaws that needs to be worked on and corrected. That's all. And I don't want to blame Tibbs for RJ's flaws. Like I said, it ain't Tibbs causing him to put on Ray Charles glasses, missing free throws and open three. It ain't Tibbs causing him to get beat backdoor. It ain't Tibbs causing him to miss chippies from mid-range, 8 feet. Come on, man. Come on, man. Hey, Miss Stevenson, what's up? What's up, Prem Chatu? Thank you, man. I appreciate that. Yeah, so let's not, place blame where it's not due. RJ's got things he's got to improve on, and if he did, it'd be a different story, wouldn't it? Let me ask you all a question. If RJ, let's put it this way, RJ, let's say RJ becomes a really good defender, doesn't get beat back door. Okay, RJ shoots 40% from three-pointer for the career for the season. RJ shoots 80% from the line. Now let's look at this. In let's say 2023, 2024, RJ Barrett, he doesn't get beat back door once the whole season. He just locks down defense. He hits 40% of his three-pointers, and he hits 80% of his foul shots. Right? Would that affect the Knicks positively? Would the Knicks team be positively affected by that? Just that. Let's say everything else is the same. Everybody else is the same as they were last year. But RJ improves in those areas. He gets 40% from three. He gets 80% from the line. And he doesn't get beat back door. Just those changes. What happens? Yes, the Knicks would be going to the Eastern Conference Finals. That's how important these little changes are for RJ Barrett. Good thing is that we don't have to depend on him just to change, but if it did, that'd be great, right? That's what I'm saying. Let's say, suppose RJ does exactly what he did last year. Exactly what he did last year, but somehow the Knicks get Quentin Grimes 16 shots a game. 16 shots a game versus 8. Will that help the Knicks? Last year, Quentin Grimes got 8 shots a game. If you give Quentin Grimes 16 shots a game, will that help the Knicks? What will happen? What would happen if you give a guy like Quentin Grimes from 8 shots a game, you double it to 16 shots a game? I'm going to tell you what. Eastern Conference Finals. That's how close we are, y'all. That's how close we are. You think about that. That's how close we are as a team. That's how close we are. We are just a Quentin Grimes and RJ Barrett improvement from being dynamite. Or, wait a minute. Let's suppose playoffs come, right? And Julius Randle gives us 25 and 10 in the playoffs, in the thick of it. Let's say Julius Randle shows up in the playoffs and gives us 25 and 10. We get All-Star Randle in the playoffs. Will that help the Knicks? Will that help the Knicks? If Julius Randle, everything else is the same. RJ sometimes there, sometimes not, blah, 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 blah. But Jule comes into the playoffs and does 25 and 10 All-NBA Jule in the playoffs. Eastern Conference Finals. That's what I'm saying to y'all. Look how close we are. With the team we have, look how close we are. We're very, very close, man. And I'm going to tell you something. You tell me, Coach Hauser, what you think. Is there a likelihood that one of those three things happen? Is there a likelihood that either Quentin Grimes gets 16 shots and shows up, or RJ improves in the three-point area in the foul line, or Julius decides, I'm going to show up and eat y'all alive this playoff? Is there a shot that one of the three can happen? Is there a shot that one of those three can happen? It's a good shot. I'd say it's greater than 50% that one of those three can happen. Okay? That's what I'm saying. I say there's a greater than 50% chance. Greater than 50% chance. And I'm being conservative now, but I'm saying it's greater than 50% that one of those three can happen. Okay? It's right. And Jose just said it. Let's say 2 of the 3 happen. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. See, that's what I'm telling y'all, man. Don't sleep on this squad. We don't need to change nobody. We don't need to go get nobody. We don't need to go scout nobody. This is it right here. Let's see what we got. And let me tell you, don't let IQ get his new contract and get new life in him and decide, I'm just going to go off. None of y'all can't guard me out here. Let's say that happens. Let's say Dante DiVincenzo becomes that dude off the bench. Oh, my gosh, man. Ew. We got too many opportunities. You see what I'm saying? We got enough continuity that we kind of know what to expect from Jalen Brunson, from regular season Julius Randle. from Mitchell Robinson, from Isaiah Hartenstein, from Emmanuel Quickly, from Josh Hart. We kind of know what we're getting. There's no surprises here. We know what we're getting from Jericho Sims. That's what I'm saying. And this is the team that 2 out of the last 3 seasons were in the playoffs, top 5, top 4. So you kind of know what you got. This is why the continuity was so important. We don't want to trade away half our team for Donovan Mitchell. We got what we need. Okay, we just need to see what we can get. Can one of these guys pop? Can one of these guys pop? I think one of them can. I think one of them can. But RJ's that nail in the coffin guy. Did you notice the Canada-USA game? Y'all see that? Y'all see the Canada-USA game? Who was the nail in the coffin? Who hit that? Who hit that killer 3 at the end to make sure this is over now, y'all? Let me just let y'all know this is over. That was R.J. Barrett. That's where you see your Broadway Barrett, baby. See what I'm saying? Hey, listen. On a side note, we got to give Dylan Brooks his flowers, right? We got to give Dylan Brooks his flowers, man. Dude showed up to play in FIBA, man. Dude showed up to play, didn't he? He had 39 this morning. Dude showed up to play. We gotta give Dylan his flowers. I'm gonna say this. Dylan Brooks is now all of a sudden gonna become, Michael Jordan. But I'm saying that I think Houston going to improve. I can understand why Memphis waived him, though. I'm not, they're not mutually exclusive. Like, in other words, dude with all that mouth and messing up your locker room, he has to grow up a little bit. And I think he did. But at the same time, we also have to understand that Dylan Brooks, I think we can agree also on this. He's a very passionate athlete. Isn't that correct? There's some athletes that's just straight passion, man. They just, and you'd rather have that passion, but you don't want it where like a random, they knocking somebody, your own coach's laptops out of their hand or jumping in your own teammate's face. But that's not Dylan Brooks. Dylan Brooks has a lot of passion for the game. So you got to like that. But sometimes he got a little out of control. He got a little out of control, so he has to mature a little bit. And I'm thinking he probably did. So Houston might be, it's like with the Knicks getting Dante and getting Hart in their primes at this time. I think, and getting Brunson in his prime, I think Houston caught Dylan Brooks at the right time. I think they did. Okay. I think they did. Yeah, Celtics lost a big spiritual boost, a big boost spiritually. I mean, there is such a thing as spirit in basketball. There's that dude that just brings that spirit that you can depend on him. He's like a rock for y'all. That's Marcus Smart, man. So I don't know. I got to see how this works out because they really are going to depend more even on White and on Brogdon, and of course on Brown and Tatum. They're going to depend more on them than they did in the past. I mean, how much longer can they ride behind Al Horford? I mean, how much longer can they ride him at that level? So this is going to be interesting. I have to say, and I think, again, I'm saying this a lot today because I kind of know some of y'all, but look, the Knicks kind of have Boston's number. Don't y'all think? I mean, the Knicks are like that kryptonite to Boston. Every team has kryptonite. I think the Knicks are kryptonite to Boston. So, like, if the Knicks had to face Boston in a 7-game series, I'm not scared of Boston. I'm not worried about Boston, right? I'm not worried about Boston. Matter of fact, the team that had the Knicks last year, now we know why, was Toronto, right? Toronto seemed to be kryptonite for the Knicks, right? And now we know why, don't we? Now we know why, right? We know why. But there's no team in the East from top to bottom that I'm really saying, Dak, I hope the Knicks don't have to face them. Because I like the Knicks' chances against all of them. Top to bottom. I like the Knicks' chances against all of them. Okay? Yeah, exactly, organic fan, because they will get all our plays from the rat. But I like the Knicks' chance against all these guys. So I'm not scared of Boston. I think the Knicks, have a good shot against Boston. And listen, some of y'all was whining because I wanted KP, and y'all was like, well, he's always hurt. Well, now that he signed with Boston, let's see how many games he plays. Because if he ain't around when they need him around, we really could play with them. We really could play with them then. Yeah. So we're going to see what happens. But I like our chances. I like the Knicks' chances. I really do. I love the Knicks' chances. Yeah, I'm really high on our team. Of course, now we got to talk about the leader, Jalen Brunson. Now, I'm a little concerned. Not a lot concerned. I'm not going to place a lot of emphasis on this, but I'm a little concerned with how Jalen showed up in the last 2 games in FIBA. What y'all think? I'm a little concerned. I wouldn't place the end of his career or anything, or say he's not going to play good this year. I'm just a little concerned with what happened in those last 2 games. That's all I'm saying. Just a little concern. Okay? Not major. That's what I'm saying. Not major. It could have been, and you're right, picks for Timmy. It could have been Steve Kerr. I don't know. But I'm a little concerned. Little bit. I actually don't think it's going to make that big of a difference. I think when it comes down to the Knicks, homie's going to fit in there like a glove. He's going to take over from where he left off last year. And I think the Knicks are going to be in good shape. Just a little concern, just a little bit, with that FIBA game, them last 2 games. But not like I said, not enough to really raise an alarm. You understand? Yeah, you're right, Russell Reed. Maybe you're just being too unselfish. That could be. Okay, that definitely could be. But this is what, on the positive aspect, I think we all understand, including the Knicks. And I hate speaking for everybody, but y'all tell me when I'm wrong, okay? Check me now. Jalen Brunson is the unquestioned leader of the Knicks. Am I lying? Is that correct? Jalen Brunson is the unquestioned leader of the New York Knicks. He should just be named captain. Put the C on him and let's go with it. Right? Is that right? I don't think I'm lying. I think I can speak for a lot of y'all on this, and I don't like to do that, but when it's obvious, I think y'all know, right? So Jalen Brunson is the unquestioned leader. Put the C on his jersey and let's go forward. So that's a different scene than him being real unselfish and giving up shots he would normally take and all that, like he did in FIBA. I'm thinking if he's the Jalen Brunson we all know and love, I think we're going to be all right. I think we will. Okay. And so I like JB. I'm not worried about JB. JB didn't get hurt as far as we know. Anybody heard about anything? I didn't hear about him spraining anything or hurting anything in FIBA. I think he's healthy. So he's healthy. Hart's healthy. RJ's healthy. I think everybody's good. And so we're ready to go to camp. So the next thing is camp. And I think we're talking camp in about 2.5 weeks, right? That we're talking camp, right? 2.5 weeks, we're talking about camp. So if we can, and again, Joe Curry brings up a point. This is what when I'm talking about getting Grimes more shots, more opportunities to score, you're really, it's about 3 weeks, Michael Drake, 2 or 3 weeks, something like that. But you're really talking about opening up a game for Randall. That's what we're talking about. So if you can get Grimes more opportunities to play, make, and shoot offensively, and you can get RJ to be more of a help defensively for Grimes, right? If you can get those 2 things to happen, guess what? Randall's going to be better. Because Randall's going to get more opportunities where they can't double team him. Okay? He's too strong for most players. And guys that are bigger than him, he's just as quick as. It's all in right. Anything that's wrong with Randall's game is right between his ears. As far as physically, this cat is rough, man. This cat is rough. Okay? Really is. So if you can get other players involved, you take pressure off of Julius. And I don't care what anybody says. I believe Julius doesn't respond well to pressure. Okay? He just doesn't. If you're expecting him to carry you, you might have a problem. But if you have Jalen Brunson next to him, if you got RJ Barrett doing something next to him, if you got Quentin Grimes, because Quentin Grimes ain't afraid of pressure. I'm very confident in Q-Dog, if you don't know already. I'm very confident in Q-Dog. I don't think there's an atmosphere Q-Dog and RJ can't play in, especially the bigger the atmosphere, I think the better those guys play. Okay, so you give me them two dudes in pressure and take pressure off of Randall. Randall becomes woo. Randall becomes rough. No, IQ ain't scared of nothing. IQ to me, he got that mentality of Latrell when Latrell came to New York. Like, he loosey goosey. Oh, you want to play? I don't care if we're in front of your mama, your daddy. I'm gonna bust you in your behind, no matter where we at. That's IQ. So yeah, we got that with IQ. There's no doubt about it. There's no doubt about it. And Charlie Hustle going to be Charlie Hustle, regardless of what stage is on. Okay, I like them both, right? So we good, y'all. I'm so excited, man. I'm so excited for our team, y'all. Y'all don't know. Let's get this thing going, baby. Opening night, Boston Celtics. Hey, is that game in the Garden or is that game? Where is that Celtic game at? Is it in the Garden, Boston Garden, or is it in the Master? Or it's not Boston Garden anymore? What they call it? TD What they call it? TD Center. The first game of the season. What they call is it? TD? The first game of the season. Let me see. I just want you. I know they play Boston. I'm just trying. Isn't it opening night Boston? Yeah, they play Boston October 9th, 7:30. Oh, that's preseason. That's preseason. I'm looking on regular season. Yes, they play Boston October 25th. It's in the Garden. It's in it's in Madison Square Garden, baby. No, it's in MSG. October 25th, Boston, MSG. They play the first, let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They play 3 straight games on the road. Start off at home against Boston, in Atlanta, New Orleans, and Cleveland on the road. And they come back home, back to back with Cleveland. October 31st in Cleveland, November 1st in Madison Square Garden. Interesting. They're trying to dog the Knicks as they always do, but it's okay. But it looks like to me, I'm looking at this October 25th is at MSG. Oh my God. Any of y'all going to the first game? Now that's Abraham. You going to the first game? Now that's when you want tickets to. I got tickets to the Brooklyn Nets in Barclays, but that's my speed. I ain't got the $1 million contract. So I'm going with my cousin to Barclays. And I'm gonna see the Knicks against Brooklyn and Barclays. But whoever's getting, if you got tickets to go see the Boston Celtics on opening night at MSG, that's a game you want to see, man. Yeah, that's right. It's December 20th. That's right, Coach House. It's December 20th. It's December 20th, a Wednesday night. That's right. December 20th, a Wednesday night. That's right. I'm going out there on the 19th, hanging out with my cousins that day. Then, the 20th, and then I'm spending the night actually in some hotel in New Jersey. So, what's that airport in Jersey? Newark, yeah. Some hotel in Newark, and then hanging out with my cousins on Newark, yeah, some hotel out there. Then I'm coming to Brooklyn during the day. I will not come to Brooklyn at night. Okay. But I'm coming during the day, hang out with my cousin, and then we're going to be coming from there to Barclays. Yes, it's going to be good. You going to the Charlotte game, Michael Drake? Okay. Go on, brother. So if y'all want to get together in New York while we there in December, we can maybe even have dinner on the 19th. We could arrange that. Figure out where. My favorite restaurant, though, is Cinco. What's it called? It's called Maya Cinco de Mayo, or something like that on 86th Street. At night, bro, Curry, I don't know, bro. I mean, I got cousins in East New York. I got cousins in Bed-Stuy. I got cousins in Flatbush. I got cousins all over Brooklyn. And I've been all over Brooklyn. My experience has been try to avoid it at night. That's been my experience. Try to avoid it if you can. I know it's all, what they call it now? It's called, what they call it? It's all gentrified and mess. It's all gentrified. Some of the fools think they in the Garden of Eden. It's still New York. It's still New York. Well, you a brave man, Joe Curry. That's all I'm saying. I got a guy I grew up with on Long Island, man. He moved to East New York, and he does the same thing. He works in construction and be coming home at 2 and 3 in the morning and leaving his Mercedes parked in the front yard. I'd be like, you crazy? He said, nah, ain't nobody touching it. I said, this is East New York, man. I mean, I know gentrification, but daggone, you must be crazy. But yeah, my man does that too. But even my cousins park their cars in the yard with the gate locked, so in the little driveway with the gate locked. I mean, they don't mess around. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Brownsville is still Brownsville. East New York, still East New York, So, yeah, it's changed now. I ain't gonna, Bed-Stuy has changed. My aunt lives in Fort Greene with my other cousin. It has changed. Yeah. And then I got another cousin that lives by the park. She been there a long time. She been there a long time. But I'm not coming in there at night. I'm sorry. Now, if we running deep, if there's like 5 of us, oh yeah, I'm not problem. I had no problem. Got no problem with that. If we running deep like that, oh yeah, we'll roll anyway. I ain't worried about that. No, we running deep. We good. Okay? We good. I'm not worried about that at all. Not at all. No, sir. No, sir. No. So, yeah, MOP, that's right, Cherokee. Ante up, exactly. That's what they'll be telling us too. Ante up. Exactly. That's what exactly, man. That's when Count Dracula comes out, man. What y'all crazy. My man Joe Curry, you're a brave man. I give it to you, bro. I give it to you. You're a brave man. Nah, I'm not worried about if I run deep now. We could run deep now. Oh, hey, we could be on there. Okay, it's not worried about that. But I'm not trying to start no trouble, so I'll just stay away at night. That's all. Now, Barclays Center, when we come out of Barclays, I'll probably spend the night at my cousin's house. I ain't even trying to get all the way back to Newark for that. I'm gonna spend the night. I'm gonna spend the night right there. My cousin's in downtown Brooklyn. I'm gonna spend the night right down there. We're not gonna be worried about it. It's tough. Yeah, it's gonna be lit. I ain't worried about that, man. We good. Okay, we're gonna be good on that. But it's gonna be fun, man. I'm really excited about watching that game too. Because Brooklyn can very well beat the Knicks. That's not front. I mean, Brooklyn can. Brooklyn's a scrappy team. Hey, did y'all see our boy Mikal Bridges hit that last second shot to bring the game to overtime? Yeah. Bro, Michael Drake, believe me, I'm going right from the airport, right from the cab, right to the hotel. Matter of fact, the hotel bringing me from the airport in a bus. I'm good. I ain't going nowhere. I'm chilling in the hotel, do my little, get my little workout in they stuff, in their little gym or whatever, and then be ready to go hang out with my cousin the next day. Yeah, we good. Yeah. Yeah, really good, man. Tony Tip is talking that big X dog. Tony Tip is talking that BX game. Tony Tip is talking that boogie down BX stuff. I hate it. My wife is from the Bronx, man. My wife is from the Bronx, man. What you talking? What you talking? Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Coach Hauser. You right. That's what I mean. You got Mikal, that young center they got. I think he's the real deal. You got, what's that boy name that they got from Phoenix along with Mikal Johnson? He's good. I ain't sleeping on them. Ben Simmons, yeah, man. Ben Simmons. And I'm going to tell you something. We predict. Here's a raw Hebrew prediction. Thank you for the $5, Cherokee. Peace, Raw Nick. Peace, chat. Let's go, Giants. That's right. Kick off, baby. Let's go, Big Blue. But I'm going to tell you, man, I think Ben Simmons coming back this year. Couple of surprises I think you're going to get to. I think you're going to see Ben Simmons, the Ben Simmons, All-NBA Ben Simmons from Philly coming into Brooklyn this year, number one, because this is going to be basically his team. And number two, you're going to get All-NBA Julius Randle in the playoffs this year. I really think that you're going to get All-NBA Julius Randle in the playoffs this year. I think so. Yeah, Nick Claxton's the real deal. I like him. I like their squad, man. I really do. I like Brooklyn's team. You can't if people sleep on the Brooklyn Nets this year, they're gonna get spanked. Somebody gonna get hurt. Somebody gonna lose their spot. But you got Cam Johnson. I like him. They got Darius Baisley. He's another sleeper. He's a sleeper. Um, Ben Simmons, of course, Nick Claxton, Dorian Finney-Smith, Bridges, Cam Thomas. They still got Spencer Dinwiddie. They still got, Deron Sharp. I am not sleeping on that squad. I am not doing it. They can surprise some people, man. They can surprise some people. Yeah, I like Jacque Vaughn. He's a good coach. Actually, to be quite honest with you, what you think? I think they messed up when they let Kenny Atkinson go because Durant and Kyrie thought they were going to coach the team. They messed up right there. I think they messed up right there. That was like Hollywood drama stupid. That was Hollywood drama stupid. You should have kept Kenny Atkinson and y'all should have played. See, that's what happens sometimes. You get superstars, they think they run the team. And that messes you up. Yeah, they destroyed the squad right there. There was no need for that. There was no need for them to fire Kenny Atkinson. Yeah. Yeah, I don't even know why they consider Staten Island one of the 5 boroughs. I'll be honest with you. I mean, really, right? I agree with you, Joe Kerr. Like, what is that? Staten Island? I remember once this lady was working with me when I was in New York. She was like, you live on the island? And I thought she was talking about Long Island. That's the real island, right? She's like, you live on the island? And I said, yeah. She said, what part? I said, out in Suffolk. She said, no, I'm talking about Staten Island. I was like, Staten Island? Oh yeah, for Miss Lee, Zion. I don't know how long he's gonna stay healthy, but if Zion is healthy, let me tell you right now, New Orleans is top 5 in the West. If Zion is healthy, the Pels are top 5 in the West. There's no doubt. If Zion is healthy, the Pels are top 5 in the West. They could even be higher than that. I wouldn't. Yeah, well, I grew up in Suffolk, but my family's from Hempstead, which is Nassau. But my family's from Hempstead, but we moved out from Hempstead out to Suffolk County when I was going to high school and junior high school and all that. Are you kidding me, Michael J? How could I forget Southside? My favorite rap group comes from there. South Jamaica, my favorite group, man. Come on, tell me, Michael Vick, who is the baddest rap group to come out of South Jamaica? Come on, talk to me now. Who is the baddest ones to come out of South Jamaica? Ain't nobody been like them since. No. I don't even Run DMC was all that. But no, I thought one of them was from Long Island anyway. No, I'm talking about the Lost Boys, baby. That's what I'm talking about. The Lost Boys. Lost Boys. Thank you, Blair V. Thank you, Blair V. Lost Boys. Legal drug thugs. That's what I'm talking about. Thank you for the $10, Delmar Brown. Respect to the Brooklyn Nets. Never slept on that team as a Knicks fan. Pelicans will be a sleeper team. Yeah, you're right. If Zion is healthy, they top 5 in the West. Can't nobody mess with them. Oh, I love Mobb Deep. But to be honest with you, y'all know Prodigy is not really from Queens. He wasn't born in Queens. Y'all know that, right? Prodigy is not really from Queens. Prodigy is really from Long Island. It's like with what's the dude that died? The other dude that died. Flavor in Your Ear. Time for new flavor in your ear. Yeah, time for new flavor in your ear. Craig Mack is from Hempstead. Craig Mack from Hempstead. Prodigy was born in Hempstead too. He moved out. His mama and them moved out to Queens, but they can claim him in Queens. But the Lost Boys are all original from South Jamaica. The Lost Boys are all original from South Jamaica. Yeah, Freaky Ty, Pretty Lou, D Nice, all of them cats from. Yeah, Prodigy was born on Long Island, but he moved out to Queens. That's why when you start seeing him with Mobb Deep and stuff, that's when he's doing that from Queens. Yeah, EPMD, right. I never really got into Salt and Pepper, honestly. I'm not saying they wasn't good, but I just never really got into them. I really didn't. I tend to be very, very focused on the ones that I really like. I like KRS-One. I like a lot of Long Island dudes. The dude that did Spellbound, remember Spellbound? Dude that did Spellbound. Yeah, KRS-One. I like him. Of course, Biggie, Tupac. Um, yeah, KRS-One, man. Especially that one, K Solo. That's right. K Solo, K Solo, yeah, K Solo, K Solo, 50, yeah. But book and of course, Big L, right? Big L from Harlem. Big L, man. That was tragic, man. Big L. Yeah, K Solo from Long Island. Yeah, K Solo's from Long Island. I think K Solo from Central Iceland. I think K Solo's from Central Iceland. Yeah. Yeah. K Solo from Central Iceland, man. And then you could, yeah. It's funny. Nas, I like Nas, but when I was really looking at gangster rap and rap like that, it was like KRS-One, it was like K Solo, it was like EPMD, it was like even West Coast dudes, like niggas with attitude, and then it was Lost Boys, Melly Mel, Grandmaster, yeah, Lost Boys, Rakim. Those cats kind of, to me, overshowed Nas. I discovered myself Nas later, Prodigy. Yeah, I know. Tribe Called Quest. Now you talking. What was them cats from New Jersey? Oh God. The cats from New Jersey that did Wild Child. What's that cats from New Jersey, man? Y'all remember? Y'all know. I know y'all know. Oh man, what's them cats from New Jersey? Funky Child, right? Hey, I ain't heard, man. See, now you're gonna have me go back in my archives and pull out the Lords of the Underground. Yeah, you're gonna have me go back in my archives and pull out the Lords of the Underground. Ah, yeah. You know what I want to do though, honestly? I'm trying to get permission to use Prodigy's put them in their place for my theme music. What y'all think about that? I'm trying to get permission. I don't even know where to go. I was trying to ask this brother where to get permission. And he wouldn't tell me. I'm trying to get permission to put them in their place for the theme music for the Raw Hebrew channel. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get that one right there from Mobb Deep. Yeah, I'm trying to get that one, man. Yeah, but you know what though? I can't sleep on the West Coast though. I mean, come on, West Coast come up with some stuff. I mean, yeah, I'm trying to do that, Coach. I was every once in a while when I get a couple minutes, I say, how do I get permission for this music? And I can never find it. Hey, let me lean on my boy, Organic Fanatic. You can help me with this, you musical genius. I know you can help me, Organic Fanatic. I know you can. How do we do that, Organic Fanatic? How do I get Mobb Deep's permission to use but who do you ask? Because it's now owned by corporations, Michael Drake. Like Prodigy's gone. So it's owned by some corporation that has it. I don't know if it's Sony or whoever owns. You know what I mean? There's people that own the music now, and you got to get it from them. And I don't even know how to do that. I got to figure it out. But I wanted to use. Oh, that's what it is? Okay. Is the producer alive? I thought Prodigy produced that himself. I thought he did. I thought Prodigy produced that himself. Yeah, right. Have it? Okay. Thank you. Yeah, I gotta look that stuff up. I want to use that as my theme music. I've been wanting to do it. In fact, I did it one time and they dinged me. But I was like, man, I want to put them in their place. I want that music. Because to me, that's the music I think about when the Knicks beat somebody. When the Knicks win, I don't know why Mobb Deep came right in my mind when I saw Obi and IQ in their rookie year come out off the bench. I said, that's Mobb Deep right there. And then now, when I see the Knicks win, that's where I was like, oh man, I want that music. Oh yeah, Russell Reed. I don't think I'm really as much of knowledgeable as rap as a lot of dudes. A lot of dudes are really know they rap game. I just know the guys that I like. You know, when you really expert, you would know people more than just what you like, right? You know all kind of things. Right. Okay, thanks, Joe Curry. Yeah, I'm gonna look that up. Yeah, I'm gonna look that up. But yeah, I know who I. Oh, Mobb Deep for sure. MOP. I have to be honest. MOP is a little too hard, man. I mean, they telling dudes how to jack a car. And you know what though? I like it, but I'm just saying, MOP is hard, man. Them cats was crazy. Them cats was crazy. What's his name was in there? Wasn't it? Oh, maybe I'm confusing it. Was Onyx in there with them? Was Onyx in there with them? Or was Onyx in there with them? But I'm saying them cats was hard, man. Yeah, them MOP, right? Them cats was hard. Oh, he wasn't? Okay. Maybe confusing with Dick, but they acting like no, you know what? Who was in there? What's his name was in there? Wasn't DMX in there with them originally? Wasn't DMX in there? I thought one of them was in there with MOP. Or they had Buster Feet. I thought he was either DMX. They ain't do a cut with DMX. Oh, was he? Oh, okay. I got it confused. I'm getting old, man. Which one? I'm getting old. But I mean, they telling you how. I got it on my thing too. I got it under my playlist called Hard Rap with MOP. I got MOP on the Hard Rap one because they telling you how to jack a car. That's what they doing, man. They telling you how to jack a car. Yeah, right. That's it, J. Cruz. I got it confused. That's exactly it. That's it. That's it. No, I'm talking about shut them down. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, I like them too. Yeah, shut them down. That's another. Onyx was crazy, man. Them cats was crazy, man. You know, them cats was crazy. Yeah, Big L was one of my favorites. I was really still hurt behind what happened with him, man. Still hurt behind what happened with him. I heard rumors about it had to do with his brother, like somebody was retaliating because his brother killed somebody, and so they said we're gonna kill your brother. But that was really yeah, I was really sad about Big L. Big L was, I mean, really him. It really, there were two dudes that to me lyrically, everybody got their favorites, but there's two dudes to me lyrically was the bomb. Big L and Big Pun. Big L and Big Pun. Oh my gosh. Them cats were genius. And there's a lot of dudes out there that could do some stuff now. I ain't gonna front. I'm not trying to down anybody, but Big Pun and Big L, them two cats, man. Woo, man, they could come off their head with some stuff, man. Yeah, both. Well, no, Big L was from Harlem, Mr. Reed. Big L was from Harlem. Now, let's not get carried away now. Big L was from Harlem. Big Pun was from the Bronx. Big Pun was from the Bronx. Yeah, Big Pun was from BX, but Big L was from Harlem. He was from the Mecca. He was from the Mecca. He was from Harlem. Now he was from Harlem. My man was from Harlem. No, man was from the way. Yes, he was. But yeah, those two dudes though, daggone. I still like listening to that Ebonics one from Big L, the Ebonics. That dude, that was crazy, man. Oh my gosh, man. Big L was off the chain with that. It was off the chain. That's lyrical genius right there. Lyrical genius right there. And Big Pun, I can't tell you. That dude wrote so much stuff that was off the chain. I can't even. Oh, man. Oh, man. See, that's what I'm saying. I like the old stuff. I'm still back in the 90s with the old stuff. I love the old stuff. I like some new stuff, like some 50 Cent, you know. Some of these cats that dress like women, though. These cats that dress like women and, you know, oh my God. Wait, what? You know what I mean? Come, leave that alphabet soup alone, man. Yeah, Rakim, definitely. Yeah, no, for real. For real. You know, for real. I like them too, man. Sure. Eric B., Rakim, Long Island fellas, man. Come on. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Anyway, we're gonna try to get this music. We're gonna try to get this music from my man Prodigy on my channel. I don't want that Mob Deep put him in their place. That's what I want. That's what I want. And you know, and I know somebody gonna try to jump because ain't nobody putting that stuff out there like that. That's an original raw Hebrew. You heard it here first. Y'all heard it here first. Nobody doing that. Nobody doing that. People like the copy mess, man. Please, please, please. You know what I mean? People like the copy mess. Nobody want to be original anymore. Everyone want copy mess. But you know what I always say? You know, the creativity that brought that will bring something else. Whatever. The creativity that brought that will bring something else. You mean? That's what it is. Man, as usual, it's been fun. I'm getting ready to go see my daddy. He's in the hospital. Hey, I want to thank y'all for your good wishes, too. I really want to thank y'all for that. I appreciate that greatly. Y'all don't know. And this is one of the blessings of having a channel. You get dudes and that really, you know, you connect with. And really, I just really want to thank y'all for all your well wishes and prayers. It really been a blessing, and that's what one of the blessings. I mean, I got to meet some brothers like Organic, my man. Got to meet a couple people here in Florida. It's really, really rich, man. I'm really thankful for that, man. I'm just really thankful for that. And hopefully, you know, December comes before we know it, man. If y'all want to hang out at a restaurant, what's the name of that place? Maya del Flor on 86th Street. You know, I always go to the one on 86, right? Maya del Flor, I think it is. Yeah, Flor de Mayo. That's what it is. Flor de Mayo. I always go to the one on 86th Street, right? About maybe like 2 years ago, right? I went to the one on 100th Street in Broadway. And seriously, man, I ate there with my cousin, my wife, my cousin. We had there, right? In fact, it was a funeral. My cousin's husband died. But anyway, dude, it was like an hour after we left. There was a shooting right there. I was like, dang, see, I always go to the one on 86 in Amsterdam. I always go to that. So yeah, we could chill there. If y'all like chicken, if y'all like Peruvian chicken with the plantano and that stuff there. And they got some good red snapper at that joint. They do some chicken there, man. I ain't front. They do some chicken right there. They do some chicken. So yeah, they really good, man. Little small, yeah, Upper West Side, right. 86 in like Amsterdam. Little hole in the wall spot, man. Little hole in the wall spot. But man, that chicken cooking, it's going. Oh, you want to hook up at P.O.P.O.? Oh, that's cool. Yeah. Me and my man Organic and my man Iman Prakash, we hook up at P.O.P.O., man. We did that. My wife and I love P.O.P.O. We usually go to the one in the Pop Cup because it's closer. But yeah, we hooked up in Orlando. Well, we could do that. Honestly, though, Organic turned me on to this place out there in what is it? Mary Lake. What's that place, Organic? Is it St. Mary Lake, some place like that? What is it? St. Mary? What is that place called? Mary Lake, whatever. But man, it's a Colombian joint. The food is really good, especially if you like steak. The steak, bang, bang. The steak is good. Lake Mary, right. The steak is good and the sights are good. I'm just saying, I'm going to leave it there. The steak is good and the sights are good. Ain't gonna front. Sure. Ain't front. Yeah. Because you know, it's got the Colombian vibe. And right next to it, there's this gym. I'm gonna leave it there. Nah. Even McNutt can't hang out with some of these sisters. I'm just saying. I mean, am I lying? Where my old man at? Organic. Well, me see. Organic can't really speak his mind right now. So I ain't gonna mess with him. I ain't gonna mess with Organic. I ain't gonna mess with him. I ain't gonna get him in trouble. Organic might get in trouble. But yeah, even Monica would have a problem running with these sisters. I'm just saying. So I'm just. Are you allergic on me? Nah, you're not allergic to it. All meat, Joe. I know you're not. I know you're not allergic to all meat. I'm gonna leave that there too. But you don't have to have the meat though, Joe. They got rice and plantain and avocado, and you allergic to fish too, Joe? You allergic to fish? Exactly. Oh, guys. Why get organic for that control? But Joe, you allergic to they got good red snapper there too. You allergic to you're allergic to fish. They got good red snapper there as well. But they got good vegetarian dishes there too. They got good vegetarian dishes too. They got like I said, the plantano, the rice, the beans. If you like beans and rice, Spanish style. This is Colombian style. It's not like Puerto Rican style. It's Colombian style. But they got it going on there too. They got it going on, man. It's good. Yeah, real good, real good, real good. But this place in New York, Flor de Mayo, man, they're good too, man. Yeah, they have a pretty good menu, man. I ain't gonna front. They got a good menu. Me myself, I like how they do the steak where they put it on that hot, they bring it out on that big steel hot plate, metal plate, iron plate. Ooh, it's good, man. And they give you a nice little hunk of meat too, man. It's good. It's no joke. It's good. It's good. The chicken P.O.P.O. is way better. What you say again? P.O.P.O. I think P.O.P.O. is way better on the chicken tip. That Churrasco, right, Jose? Carrasco. Yeah, my gosh, man. But P.O.P.O. is way better on chicken. As far as chicken, you want chicken out here, you got to get that P.O.P.O., man. That's on the money, man. And I'm not a guy that can eat dessert. I love dessert. Dessert hates me, so our relationship has been broken. But if you like dessert, they do some good dessert too. They really do some good dessert. Oh, if you like chicken and plantain, yeah, you good. You good at P.O.P.O. Yeah, right. It's on Amsterdam, like 86 in Amsterdam, Russell Reed, somewhere like that. And I like that neighborhood. I used to live in that neighborhood. I lived in that neighborhood for 10 years. My wife and I, when we first got married, we lived in that neighborhood. Yeah. Now, is my man here? Because he said that's his wife. You can't be talking about McNutt. He said that's his wife, so I don't want to mess with him. I don't want to mess with him. He said McNutt. He said, stop talking about my wife, man. I was like, I ain't gonna mess with him. Who be saying that? My man be saying that. Malik down here, and Malik over here, and I think he's in St. Pete. Yeah. It's a great neighborhood. I love the neighborhood. We used to live in that neighborhood. We lived on 97th. Great neighborhood. That changed a lot since we lived there, but hey, still got the same vibe. I like the vibe. Certain people have really taken it over. I'll leave that there. But still good vibe there. Still good vibe. Especially Amsterdam Broadway all the way over to Central Park West. Nice vibe. West Side, West End also. Still good. Still nice over there. Yeah, shout out to Coco Gulf. By the way, remember the people in Morocco, 2,000 plus dead from that earthquake yesterday. Remember that, them people suffering out there. That town that got hit apparently always had a water shortage problem, and now they really they're in bad shape. And they said that they expect further aftershocks to knock down more buildings. So yeah, please remember Marrakech. Yeah, they really got hit bad. That was a bad earthquake, man. That was a Moroccan situation. So remember those people, please, because there's 2,000 dead. Can you imagine? They show women trying to dig out from the cement, getting their children is dead in there. That's bad, man. So, these things are getting more and more prevalent, as we know. They're getting more and more prevalent, unfortunately. Yeah, so remember them, if you would, in your prayers and thoughts would be really good. All right. On that note, it was always good talking to Knicks Nation. Because you know what I like about Knicks Nation? Aside from the basketball aspect, there's nobody that knows music like Knicks Nation. There's nobody that knows music like Nick said. Y'all know your music. Some of y'all know music better than you know basketball. No joke. Some of y'all know music better than you know basketball. Y'all know your rap, and some of y'all know your jazz. Some of y'all know that stuff better than you know even ball. So we got to talk about basketball today, and we got to talk about some real stuff. The rap, man. Right. Can't nobody mess with New York when it comes to these things. That's why I think a lot of us, I'm not going to speak for everybody, but a number of us wish that they would change that Friday night Knicks stuff. They got an opportunity to do it. Hopefully they take advantage of that. They need to get rid of that. With all the great music we got, why they got to play that on Friday night? Get rid of that mess, please. Hopefully they do. It's terrible, right? It's terrible. Why? That represents like Oklahoma City. That's something you want to play in San Antonio. That's not something you want to play at Madison Square Garden. Oh my gosh, they could do better than that. Really, they can. Somebody got to talk to them. Maybe Joe Curry. Could you put a word in with them? Tell them to do something with that, man. Shoot, you representing here. Tell them you representing. Do something else, Mr. Dolan. Shoot, talk to him. Right? Y'all enjoy the rest of your Sunday. I'm getting ready to go see my father again. Thank you for your prayers. Greatly appreciate all of your well wishes. Thank you. We shall return next week. Who knows what's going to happen, but I'm just hoping nobody gets hurt. No craziness. There'll be no trades. I really would like them to sign Emmanuel quickly, as soon as possible. Maybe we'll be celebrating that next week. Anyway, you all enjoy the rest of your weekend. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't want to put up. That wasn't the Masonic sign. Not trying to be no Mason, but y'all enjoy the rest of your weekend. Shalom.